Players in Chapter 3 of Fortnite are pretty darn good. Basically, everyone is a sweat. Today, we're going to go over some moves that you can use to gain an edge over the competition. In full transparency, I'm going over these moves just as much for myself as well. Every one of these moves, I'm trying to get down to where I don't even have to think about doing them. The first topic we're going to talk about is mantling. The mantle mechanic has been in the game for a couple seasons now, and it's without a doubt still one of the biggest skill gaps in this current chapter. Mantling allows you to efficiently get height without wasting too many mats, or it allows you to completely take an opponent off guard and get a free shot. Knowing when or when not to mantle is a really big deal in Chapter 3. Take a look at how easily I caught this person off guard just by being able to mantle up to where they were. Right here, I was able to mantle up 2 walls at the same time. The current mantling system has a lot of weird bugs with it where you can use them to get up 2, 3 floors at a time. And I think there's even a super jump. I'm not kidding. I haven't mastered everything there is with mantling. I'm currently just trying to work on my timing of when and when not to mantle. But the capabilities of what you can do with mantling right now is crazy. Now, more often than not, in a real game, a tournament, or any fight in general, you're only going to be mantling up 1 layer at a time. Super fancy window edit mantle to get up 2 layers or 3 layers is not going to be used very often. However, I still think practicing these might give you a fundamental understanding of how the system works and just make you a better overall player. The more knowledge you have, the better. Now, just a quick word of advice, most of these mantle bugs all seem to be based around timing, pressing the mantle button at the same time as doing another action. For example, resetting a wall. Next, we're going to go over the cone retake. It's where you edit up through your cone and flat to get to height. This has been really made popular by people like Jiven and Ken Beans, and it's for good reason. I've made this one of my main retakes, and it is still absolutely one of the most effective retakes you can use in Chapter 3. It is extremely protective, and you can get quick enough with it where you catch people off guard on the retake. Notice here how I typically try to grab both the flat and the cone when editing up. If an opponent notices that you don't have a flat, they will use counter piece control and cut you off on your retake, so it's a good idea to try to learn this retake with both the flat and cone. What you're seeing on screen are a few drills that I run to make sure that I have this retake down. I practice these literally every single time I hop on the game. I practice this edit with the left 2 tiles, the right 2 tiles, the front 2 tiles, and the back 2 tiles. Make sure you get this retake down going in every direction. I promise you this is probably the most versatile retake in this current meta. It allows you to safely get up to height. This is one of the most useful ways to get counter damage or eliminate an opponent who continues to chase you. I'm going to let this fight play out and then comment after. First, look away from the opponent and place a ramp over your head. Continue to make a tarp to make more space between you and the opponent. Next, immediately drop down, turn around, edit open a right hand peek, and try to get some counter damage. This works so well because you are baiting your opponent to overextend. Once they continue to chase and overextend, you can turn around and quickly get a free shot or a free elim. In this next clip, I apply this same logic. As I get third-partied, I immediately act as if I'm going to retreat and play back into my box by resetting my wall. I then quickly go back and make a right-hand peek, and there my opponent is left, confused at what's going on, and I have a free shot. Now, my favorite thing about these sort of moves, where you are getting the enemy to overextend, you can take the exact same situations you end up in and recreate the scenarios in creative as I did here. These situations happen in almost every game you play. Quickly, I wanted to say if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. I'm glad you enjoyed the content. More tips and tricks will be out like this soon. I'll catch you guys in the next one.